Greetings one and all, this is Lloyd Brown. Welcome social media to my vlog. Inna me onesie, inna me onesie, inna me onesie. Alright, let's go. Right, I hope you enjoyed my last video, which was Hear the Drummer Get Wicked. And that was basically based upon building a tune from scratch, building a rhythm from scratch, and just implementing the rudiments of the percussion alongside whatever drum pattern you have, whether it be the basic tick tick cuck or what have you, whatever, you know, whatever riff you have for the drum pattern. The importance of having percussive instruments in your setup. Now I'm going to move on to something else, and I'm going to tell you about the most challenging song I've ever sung in my entire career. This song, without question, was the most challenging on all fronts, okay? And this is not an original song either, it's a cover version, and it's a cover version of a song that I could see the album right now. I could see the album, I could see the cover, the artwork, and I can hear the man's voice. And he's no longer with us, but whoa, what an original artist he was, in terms of his music, in terms of his vocal delivery. Now you're gonna know as I play the project. I still got the project from 2007. This is the original project right here. So I'm gonna tell you a little story about this particular song. I originally wanted to do this song as a duet, and the only other person that I thought that could handle the song to any degree was none other than Trevor Hartley, because Trevor Hartley was the only vocalist whose vocal range and phrasing and style matches the artist whose song I've covered. But could I find him? Could I get a hold of him? I rang all over, I left messages, I could not get a hold of the brother. So apparently he was taking a sabbatical, and when, you know, when artists take a sabbatical, they have their 40 days and 40 nights, you can't wrong them for that, no matter what you're doing. So just allowed it at that. And then I decided to link up with Patrick Johnson, who, if you don't know who Patrick Johnson is, he was the lead singer of Private Collection. He now does, you know, some backing work and stuff, and I think he used to work with Black Slate as well. Well, Elroy's version of Black Slate. I might be wrong on that score, but you know, Black Slate's kind of chopped in half, so I'm not even trying to get into that. But anyway, Patrick came to voice the tune, and it had nothing to do with Patrick why I just felt he wasn't good enough. I know that sounds bad, but his vocal ability just didn't match the song, and I wanted the song to be held up in its true light. And I'm saying that, and I'm thinking, how the hell am I gonna match up to those vocals? But that was a bridge I had to cross at a later date. So at that point I decided, well, the only thing I can do is, first of all, is to reinterpret the track. But in doing so, I had to listen to the track over, the original track, over and over and over and over and over again, and just let it sink in, as Lynn would say, me drink it in, right? So I listened to it, and it's a song that stuck with me from my early years growing up. And from the album that it's from, everybody has their particular favorites, but this particular track I've never heard played much on radio, in a dance, never heard it played much. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna revitalize it and wake the people them up and make them revisit that tune. Okay, now I needed to put some difference to it. I need to add my extra seasoning on it. So who features on it? On guitar, as always, Remy. He's my go-to man when it comes to guitars on my album. Remy Jalor, big up. And for horns, which is not on the original track. I went for the quartet, man. I went for the quartet. It was Winston Sax Rose, who plays saxophone, Buttons, who plays trombone, and his brother Patrick, who plays trumpet. So, was it a quartet or a trio? No, it was three. Sorry, my bad. It was Matics, three Matics, not one playing the full line and harmonizing the full brass, as it were. So I basically added that element in the song, and I played the rest, and I programmed everything. Now I'm going to make an admission. I'm not proficient at any instrument per se. I'm not proficient at guitar, bass. I'm not a multi-instrumentalist like some people in other business. But don't get it twisted. I know what I want to hear. And if I have to program it, I will program it. If it would take me 2 minutes to play a riff, when with an instrumentalist it would just take him 30 seconds, that's fine. That's his speed. But for me, once I do it, once I program it and it's done, I don't have to come back to it. And that's my philosophy. So, with that in place, I remember Maccabee, the great Maccabee, linking me one day while I was in Wolverhampton. And he asked me, Lloyd, that tune there, from that album there, are you produced the tune? I said, yeah. He asked me, well, you produce it, you played on the tune. I said, well, with the exception of the Harms man them, I'm a guitarist, I programmed everything else. He said, what? He said, yo, me listen to that and the original, pitch perfect bass. Yes, I agree. You know why? Because that's exactly what I done. I listened to everything. The drum pattern, the bass line, the keyboards, everything. Everything. I listened to everything and I reproduced everything. But rather than just have a carbon copy of the tune, I needed to put the brass on it to give it a sense of, you know, what's the word? You know, to put the duster and the Mr. Sheen on it and get a nice shine and make it bright up again. You know what I mean? That was the intention, just to give it a little flourish on the track. So, with that being said, I'm going to run the track to you and put the music in order of sequence as they're played, I guess. And I wonder if you can guess what tune it is. So here we go. So, drums. From the original session of 2007. Before I go any further, now I'm mashing up the things right here, right now. I've got a question. Why do people call themselves award-winning, like just by saying that your fee's gone up all of a sudden? See this award here? I won this award in Florida for the best newcomer. Look, reggae new artist. In 2003, I think I'm the only artist in the UK to win the best newcomer twice in his career. I've won plenty of awards, but awards are awards. Sorry, I'm just going into a tangent. Back to the matter at hand, drums. Oops, sorry about that. Let's start again before I was rudely interrupted by my own brain and my own mouth. So here's the track. Here we go. one section. Remy. Know the tune by now. Bass line.
Nothing but a pressure. Up on the land. You go till you fight down pressure. Till you get it out the land. A pressure is on the land. You go till you fight down pressure. Till you get it out the land.
Music. I need to stop. That was from 10 years ago, from my Silver album, which is 10 years old this year. That album sold more copies than Tarrus Riley's Parables in the United Kingdom. My album and Tarrus Riley's Parable album were the two top-selling reggae albums of 2017. Sorry, 2007. I apologize. Those two albums were the top-selling albums of 2007. And now we're in 2017. That's how much Prince Lincoln meant to me. If I couldn't do it right, I'm not going to do it at all. See? So that up to this date in time, was the most challenging and difficult song I've ever had to sing. There's another one, but for a completely different reason. But from a cover version perspective, this one was the most hardest to do, because Prince Lincoln is not a regular artist. He wasn't a regular singer. Very unique. Unique voice. Unique. And I miss him. Awesome. Awesome songwriter. Awesome. So it's with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you don't know the coup. Abstain from foolishness. So until such time, until I catch you on the next one, stay blessed. Magan.